Hey, just a little bit late I guess today. Was trying to set up everything. Alright, let's see here. No, I'm not. I wasn't talking, now I am. The mic was muted until I start, and I was just doing final touches to set it up before I start and was getting a cup of coffee. Hey Falcon. So for the 360p gang, that video I uploaded like 11 p.m. the night before, and it took YouTube almost 12 hours to process the HD version. I don't know, there's something wrong with YouTube's algorithm, I believe. Oh, there's someone flying with a Bell helicopter right there. Oh, wow. We should get back to helicopters at some point and maybe fly a helicopter somewhere. Or just go sightseeing, I don't know. I am doing great, and I hope you are doing great too, Falcon, and everybody else. Modo? You're not flying today? Are you too tired being in the woods with the truck? And Sam? And looks like someone is trying to land from the hillside. That guy right there. Grandfather 57. Second time he tried to land. What that aircraft is? Is that a tail dragger? Doesn't look like one. Looks like an arrow or something. Yeah. Maggie, hi. Welcome. I see Captain Megazenin down there, Megazenin 5198, but I'm not sure if he's in the chat yet. He might be putting the kids to sleep right now. Kid Fox is a bush plane. Okay, that looks like a tail dragger. Is that correct? I didn't know we had Kid Fox in Microsoft Flight Simulator, do we? I'm not super interested in bush planes. And there is another guy right there with a VL3. Does he have wheels down? This place is busy again. Hi, Captain. Oh, they added it. Okay. So, let me tell about the flight plan a little bit. So, I did put together something in little navmap, and it will take us from island to island. We will probably fly VFR and look for the next island, but we will have some VOR stations to tune for some more situational awareness. Okay, so I'll tell you the heading as we fly, and we'll see. I will be flying the new one, the Beechcraft Model 17 Stagger Wing. It's a fun aircraft to fly, not so fun to land. Excuse me. So yeah. Grandfather is going crazy right there. Dude, you're not going to land. You're just almost at the end of the runway trying to touch down, or maybe he's just flying some aerobatics or something. Yeah, what I was saying. So we will start here, and our... Yeah, I did. Thank you. Our first... So we will take off towards the sea. There is no way the stagger wing is going to clear that hill behind us. I don't think it will, so I'm not gonna take my chances. We will fly towards the sea, turn around and pass over the runway, follow the runway heading, or heading 284 for about 13-14 nautical miles, and then we will be tracking a VOR signal to tell us when to make the left turn to heading 181. Okay, so that's the first part of the flight. So if you want to take a note, do it right now. I'll probably tell you guys again, but you know, it's just nice to have your own notes if you are following along with me and trying to follow the same route. I'm just setting up my other screen here so that I can see the chat window and don't lose the others. And I think at this point I didn't need OBS, so it can go down. What is the biggest plane that you have flown in the sim? Maggie, I think the biggest one is the 747 and 787. I have flown both. 747 unfortunately is not great because of the things that it's lacking, and Asus and Microsoft not fixing what they're supposed to be fixing with that aircraft. But 787 is a little bit more fun to fly. I am impatiently waiting for 3 planes that are in beta testing right now. So one of them is the MD-80 Mad Dog. The other one is BAE 146 Professional. Hey Auro, welcome. Nice to see you. And then the third one is obviously everybody's favorite. I think it's going to be everybody's favorite, the Boeing 737 by PMDG. So I'm waiting for those aircraft. Hopefully they will arrive in the next month or so. They are all in beta, so it shouldn't take too long to sort out the issues unless an update that Microsoft pushes changes things in the sim. So I guess we guys are ready. We can just get into the cockpit and start our engines and take it from there. There we are. I'll just close the door and maybe roll the window down so that we can hear those beautiful radial engines firing into life or coming into life. What is my longest? Let me think. I think my longest one was about 4 or 5 hours offline, from Istanbul to Heathrow, I believe, was my longest flight. I haven't done any long hauls in the sim. Right now we are lacking the aircraft who can do it, although 787 can do it. It flies a little bit better now. Maybe I can try a long haul in the sim menu. Alright, let's see what we need to do here. So down below we'll turn the master battery to on, and then we'll turn the generator to on, these 2 switches that are tied to my controller. And we obviously need our nav lights, and then we are about to start our engines. We will need the beacon. I'm gonna take some more fuel. 50% is fine, but I will just go to 70% in the tanks. It should get us to where we need to go. 50% will probably be enough, but I would like to have a little bit more. So that is done. Mixture full rich, that's down below. You are not seeing it well enough, but I will remove the yoke so that you guys can see. That's mixture full forward or full rich, prop RPM full forward. And what we do is we crack open the throttle and then prime the engine. Turn the fuel pump on, and finally hit the starter. Someone has a real loud engine. I'm not hearing my own. Oops, what happened? Our engine did not start. Oh no. Oh, because, yeah, you have to turn the magnetos to both. Without them you won't be able to fire that fuel gas coming into the cylinders. Let's try this one more time. Your longest flight is Schiphol to, is that Tokyo Haneda? Romeo Juliet Tango Tango? I think it's an airport in Japan, right, Maggie? Alright, now we have engine. Our engine is running now. We'll just settle down at 1000 RPM. I'm gonna cheat and hit the B key for the altimeter. We can although listen to the 80s as well. We'll turn the avionics to on. And what we will do before I put the, Tokyo 113.0 is the first VOR we will be tracking, and then we will put a standby for the next one, which is going to be 114.50. So that's our standby. Our course for our first one after we intercept is going to be 181, so let's just set it up. set. That's a long flight. Am I too quiet? Oh, my voice, you mean? Is that the aircraft too loud? I can bring the sim audio down a little bit if it's too loud in there. Okay. Airplane is too loud. Okay, let me fix that. So let's bring that sound down. Maybe just a little bit more. What about now? Yeah, I know this is a loud aircraft, but let's close the window and it will silence a little bit. How about now? Better? Yeah, this thing is loud. It's a radial engine. I mean, we are in the cockpit, but it is loud. Okay, a bit better. Hold on. Let me get my microphone a little bit closer to my mouth and maybe just get closer to the microphone. Reposition myself and shake the chair a little bit, move my rudder pedals just a little bit to get closer. How about now? I am very close to the mic and I'm just seeing red on my view meter, so it should be better. The first one we are tracking Falcon is 113.0. That's the Princess Juliana from San Martin. We will track that outbound for our next island. Alright, great, that was my position too, so I'm just closer to the microphone now. It should improve. And you guys should see my desktop. Like, there is bunch of stuff here. I don't have enough room to fit everything, so I have to move things constantly around to find room. Alright, our engines should be warm now. Let's just check the T's and P's. That's in green. That's in green. Oil pressure, fuel pressure, everything is looking good. RPM, we are settled at 1000-ish for idling. And we can carry on and keep going. I'm gonna put the yoke back. It just makes me feel like I'm not in the real thing if I don't see the yoke. So let's do a quick flight controls check. Interesting yoke this one has. Alright, left, right rudder, all looking good. So we will take a left turn from this position, but let me see who is here. Alright, this place is getting very busy. We should just go ahead and line up, guys, and then get out of here. There's a lot of people trying to land and have fun. So parking brake off, immediate left turn. I hope I don't run into that citation, but I will probably. Keep the tail down by pulling on the stick, and we need to get the we need to get the throttle to idle, slow it down. Still getting used to taxi in this thing. It is not easy without seeing, so I'll just eyeball and see if I am heading in the right direction, and probably passing through a lot of aircraft here. Alright, let's just get moving. There is no way we can find room to pass because there are a lot of people around, so I think that's acceptable for now. Alright, we will need probably most of the runway to take off, at least in the stagger wing. You guys might not need as much, but I think that should do. Let's see how our lineup looks like. Okay, oops, let's see how terribly I lined up. Well, not too terrible, I guess, without seeing where we are. Alright, we'll go flaps 1 or 15 degrees, that's the gauge right here. And we have to lock the tail wheel because we will be doing our takeoff run, so that is going to be this. That is now locked. And I am ready, so I'm gonna jump outside, see where you guys are at. Auro is there. Megazenin is still at the gate or parking spot. We have Junior, we have X-Cup Turbo. We'll see. Okay, Mega Zenin is also coming. Great. Let me just take another sip from my coffee. And I'll jump into the cockpit. And... oops, what happened? Oh, okay. One final check on everything. All looks good. And... yep, we are ready. Yep, this airport is great. This place is like very nice to fly around. Look at that. So there's Captain Mega Zenin in his stagger wing. So we have two stagger wings in this stream. So increase the RPM. We are looking for 35 inches of manifold pressure, but not for so long, because that's overboost. Oops, this aircraft does this when it's lifting the tail. I don't know if it's due to the ground effect, but we will keep rolling down the runway. And we'll just come back on the stick gently. She feels super heavy during takeoff, but there we go. Alright, positive rate. We can just retract our landing gear. Let's not hit that hill. We'll just open towards the left, towards the sea, and then make a U-turn towards the airport again. Flaps can come in too. Look at that cruise ship back there. Is it a yacht or cruise ship? Someone is just having fun. Auro says, I wish I could see you guys. Is it because of the server lag, Auro? I was seeing you, so I'm not sure. Where's everybody? Alright, Mega Zenin is there. So that means I can make my turn back towards the airport. And we should keep an eye on the vertical speed and do not pitch too much. And we'll come back on the throttle to 25 inches of manifold pressure. We'll settle down around 2100 RPM, and we'll worry about the mixture later on. Alright, now I need to turn all the way around to heading 284. So I'm just looking for my standby and my heading indicator here, trying to get back to 284. And okay, hold on. I think I need track AR to see you guys around. So momentarily I will keep this up. I shouldn't be descending. Let's keep the nose up. There we go, that's better. And we are turning around to 284. That's what we are looking for. Beautiful view outside. Alright, 240, almost there. That's the airport, so we will fly above the airport and be on our way. So coming up to 27 and 28 and 284 is just about there. So we'll fly this heading, trim the aircraft for probably level flight. I don't need to climb as much. Oops, she's going crazy now. Alright, just calm down. And this jumps happening due to passing close to the hills and that ground effect and the wind simulation in the sim. When you are around the hills, you just get that upstream wind flow, and that's what causing this. So let's make sure we are following the correct heading, which looks okay right now. I need to trim as the aircraft picks up speed, and that is going to be this. And let's see, where is everybody? Okay, that's Auro. I see him, and I saw the Captain Mega Zenin for a split second. I believe he is somewhere back there. And Falcon, I'm not sure where you are. Oh, you are in front of us, I guess. Oh, Captain Mega Zenin is in front of us too. So let's trim down, level flight, and we started to pick up the signal. So what we are waiting now is for this needle to start traveling towards the center, and that when it's centered, that's when we start turning towards the next course, which is going to be 181. Alright, let me just get my hands off the controls, because this aircraft can fly very stable. And Falcon is there. Falcon, are you still flying with the F-18? We have Mark there too. That's great. Let's check our heading one more time. We are at heading. We just drifted a little bit, so we need to make a right turn to heading 284 again, so maybe a little bit more than that to get back on the course I had planned. So that's 280, 285, 290, and we will just go 295 until we get back on track, and maybe just fly like this a little bit, because we drifted a little bit and we have a tailwind right now, so that's part of the reason. And I'm trying to trim as the aircraft speeds up and maintain level flight. Alright, that's good. There's Captain Megazenin. There's Falcon right behind us. Oh, look at you guys trying to get into formation, I guess. DA-62, okay, I got you. That's a fast aircraft too. I think you told us at the beginning of the stream, didn't you? Captain Megazenin, your landing gear is still down. Oh, that's Microsoft for you. It's not picking it up, isn't it? Alright, let's jump into the cockpit and make sure we are flying the correct heading still. Alright. Let's see. Yep, this is going to be okay for a while. And man, this aircraft, I was a little bit skeptical, okay guys, but it's quite fun to fly. I'm telling you, like, it can fly slow, especially in VR. You have a lot of time to look around and enjoy the views, and it's very stable. You can fly low and level without touching the yoke or the stick too much. So we are trimmed, so we are good, and we are going back to 284 on the heading bug, trying to aim for it. Oh, there we go, Captain Megazenin. Nice formation flight there. Oh, this is fun. Oh, okay, so let me just level my wings. So this should be the correct heading. Drifted a little bit to the right, so let's correct that. That's 28. We'll just fly around 285, 284. That's the correct heading. And we are waiting for this needle to start coming to the middle. It's been a while since we took off, so it should start moving. So we will see. I'm just watching. Oh, I think it started moving. Am I correct? Yep, you see the needle coming to the middle. So that means we are very close to make that turn. So when it's at the center, that's when we will bank to the left and turn to heading 181. Let me make this turn, and I will just jump outside after that. Alright, and that will make us start getting some crosswind. So it's almost at the center. We'll bank to the left and turn to heading 181. So let's keep our nose level, like so. What is the VOR? Modo, it is 113.0. We are following that VOR outbound on the course of 181, which is, I passed a little bit intentionally to get back on the track, and now I will just correct for that course. Alright, let's go 181, which is dead south pretty much. 180 is south, we are flying south. Hey Francis, happy to see you in the stream. Thank you very much. Yeah. Oh, the company you work for is headquartered in Antigua. Oh, that's great. Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, I have been to Caribbean in real life. That was a short trip to Aruba for a week. But this part of the Caribbean I have never been, except in the sim. So, but it's a great place to fly, and I think you are a lucky person if you are living in the Caribbean. Okay, that looks like the correct heading. A little bit off. I'm just see the needle, guys. We are going to fly the needle. Oh, you live in Barbados, man. You are lucky, Francis. You are a very lucky person. So we will center the needle. If the needle is to the left, as you already know, which means you drifted right, so you need to travel to the left to intercept the course again, and that's what I'm doing right now. Because I was speaking too much again and checking the chat, and I drifted, and we have a crosswind, 22 knots, so it will push us to the right, so we should maybe keep the nose to the left a little bit to counter for that wind. That is very, yeah, you made me jealous, Francis, living in Barbados. Captain Megazenon, I assume, is flying in VR. That's why he is not typing, because I'm pretty sure he is flying in VR. This aircraft is very enjoyable when you fly in VR. There you go. Okay. Are we back on course? Almost. Almost waiting for needle to center again, and then we will go back to heading 181. Which makes... Oh, you asked for... Yeah, I see. Oh, I forgot to join the Discord. Shoot. Sorry, guys. I forgot the voice channel. Let me... I'm coming. Ah, ha, ha. Yeah, I forgot about it. Hold on. I'll be there. How did I forget that? Oh, okay. There I am. Okay, I forgot about the Discord. Sorry about that. Hi. It happens. I was so excited for this aircraft.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, we are back on course. We need to get to heading 181. So right turn. I need to get back there. Maybe you guys are already on course. I just drifted a little bit, so trying to counter that and come back to where I was. Okay, that's 1.8. Alright, now I need to trim a little bit more because the tailwind is gone and the speed is changing, but man, is this thing fun to fly? Captain Megazenon, what you think?
Yeah, it's great.
It's great, right? I didn't realize when I was doing the video, I didn't realize this was showing the miles per hour, not the knots. So I thought it was, yeah, I was fooled by assuming and thinking that this is an aircraft. It should display it's in knots, but it wasn't. It is miles per hour. So the most cruise speed this can do in knots is 135 indicated airspeed. All right, we are on course. The needle is dead centered and we are tracking outbound. That arrow is telling us that. Hands off the stick, so she's very stable. You only need to correct for the wind every once in a while, but she just flies beautifully.
It's my best purchase in a very long time.
I mean, for that price point, I think this is a very good aircraft in terms of quality and flyability. So, yeah, it's missing the tablet and the chocks and tie downs, but you know, you don't care about them as much as I care about how the plane flies.
The tablet in this old.
Yeah, it would be bad, right? You're right.
Yeah.
Who would put a tablet in a 1930 aircraft, which has a radial engine? But I like the engine sounds. It sounds great.
Better than the Twin Otter.
Oh, the Twin Otter received an update, guys, by the way. Have you downloaded the update?
Yeah, I still haven't tried it.
Yeah, they say they just included the prop physics that became available with Sim Update 8. I wanna test it. I'm drifting off course again. Check the needle, so it's to the left. We'd like to see us guys into Dominica. Very interesting approach from the land side. Oh, are you referring to Dominican Republic, Punta Cana, or somewhere close, Francis? Have we been to Dominican Republic, guys, yet in the world tour?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
There are many places we haven't been yet.
I know. That makes me think like how one can just, you know, travel around the world in 80 days. Like, there are too many places to see if you stop everywhere.
I think maybe we should do 160 days.
Yeah?
Yeah, why not?
So I'm trying to get back on course, guys. The needle is off to the left a little bit. Shouldn't be a huge problem. Now the island of Dominica, just south of Antigua. Okay. So today our plan is to fly to, what is this island? Is this called the Golden Rock? I think it's called Golden Rock, and then St. Kitts, and then Nevis, from there to Antigua. So we will see Francis. Oh, he's living in Barbuda, but we will just fly over his company he's working for, and then we'll go to Basseterre, I believe, if I'm not butchering that name. Is this St. John's? Oh no, and then, oh yeah, St. John's is our next stop before we land. So let me check the course and see where I'm at. I just lost track of.
Crash.
You'll crash? Why?
Yeah.
By the way, have you tried the new OpenXR companion app?
Yeah, I've updated it.
They have this FOV, which renders at different resolutions depending on, you know, the center is high resolution, the edges of the screen are low resolution to help with the FPS.
Yeah, but you know, I can't. Have you tried it?
I did.
I can't really see
It is fine, but I don't know. There's something wrong with the motion reprojection. I can't just seem. I turned it off because it's causing stutters right now.
Motion reprojection, it doesn't work for me.
Okay.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I just turned it off completely. Now I'm just sticking to, you know, whatever I like. I just set it up, and you were right. It's not going to look as good as it looks on the screen. So it's you know, fairly relatively raw resolution in that sense. But all in all, I think I'm good with the settings I have today. All right, so that's the island. We will fly overhead, and there is an airport. When we see the airport, we will just turn heading 141 from that airport and fly to the next island using VFR. So the VFR is not going to help us for our next I mean, if you guys want, we can do a touchdown, but we are not planning to land yet. We will keep going. I flew this route yesterday just to test it a little bit. I think this is gonna take an hour and a half to finish the route I planned. I mean, but we can do a touchdown if everybody wants. That's fine. I don't mind doing it. I drifted a lot, so I need to get back on the course, because we're supposed to enter from this bay and fly over inland, and we should see the airport there.
Falcon is doing a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, we can. There is actually a landing challenge in Microsoft Flight Simulator for Dominica. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I tried some of those landing challenges, Francis, but I don't know. Falcon, if you wanna touch down, I think that's the airport on our. I mean, it's very cloudy. I'm just trying to see where the airport is, but we should see it momentarily. Right in front of us. Right there, that's the airport. So if anybody wants to do a touchdown, open towards the sea, cut your throttle and come down a little bit, and we can. And Falcon is doing it. I see him going for a touchdown.
Ooh, crazy winds over here.
Oh yeah, and as you get closer to the hills, it's gonna get worse because of that, you know, upstream wind simulation.
Is that new?
I mean, it has always been there. They never fixed it, so it's a little bit overdone. So, you know, the wind travels towards the surface of the mountain to the top. So when you get close, you get caught in that stream, and then it just pushes your wings left and right if you are getting close to a hill and trying to pass. Alright, that's the airport. You see the lights. So now it's up to you whether you want to land or not. So I'm gonna...
60 to 65.
Yes, close to stall. So that's what this thing does.
Okay, wish me a nice crash.
Wish me luck too. If I crash, we are starting over. You guys can join anywhere, but I have to start from whatever. So trying to get back and put full flaps down. Oh, I'm too high. There is no way I'm making this. I can touch down, but I'm not landing.
I can just do a touch and go.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Oh, not too bad. I was able to get back on track. So now I need to shallow my rate of descent, because this aircraft doesn't like to descend too fast. Oh, there we go. Touchdown and bounce. So that's sim pilot style of touchdown for you, and I'm just going. I can't. Now, this aircraft, I'm still trying to learn how to land this thing. It's super challenging, if you ask me. It's not easy. Alright, that is my touchdown. This is the most I will do. Alright, now I need to get back to the airport, maybe make a right turn, and then follow heading 141 after we get back to the airport. So the flaps are up. I'm gonna try to adjust my rate of climb, and I don't want to climb too high, so I might as well just fly low and, you know, level the aircraft here. Yep, that's probably what I will do.
Okay, I hope I won't crash. I need to go to the middle one.
I mean, I didn't expect that it would be that hard to land a tail dragger, but it is super different than the ones I have flown so far. And I never experienced a tail dragger in a simulator before, so this is my first one.
Tricky,
alright,
for sure.
It's tricky. I'm trying to get back to the airport by flying around the island, and we will get back on course.
Three-wheel land them. Just come in very slow and just let it sit down on the three.
Yeah, I mean, there are two ways that you can try to land. It requires a lot of practice to master it though. One is they call power on landing, so you don't cut the power. You come full power, make the front wheels touch the ground, and then slowly cut the power and hit the brakes to put the tail down. It's easier said than done. I'm just making it sound too easy, but it's not, so believe me.
Yeah, I always just come in and cut power and then just try to touch.
Yeah, the second one is power off landing. You just come at close to stall speed, like 65 to 70 miles, and then descend very slowly, like literally inch by inch, and right crossing the threshold, slow it down, and then cut the power, bring the aircraft to a stall, and put the wheels down and the tail down. So that's the second way of doing it. Alright guys, we are turning to heading 141. So that's the next track. I just did it circled around a little bit. So I'll probably just aim for this bay here, or cove, and then just fly above that and get back on course. That is, oh no, I can't. There's a hill right there and I don't want to climb, so I'll just go towards the side of that hill and then do it. What was the second? So the second, we are not going to pick it up yet, Falcon, but it is 114.5. So right now we are flying VFR by just checking the next island in the horizon and going towards there. And the heading is 141, so that should take us to the next island. It doesn't need to be perfect, but it is enough to bring us to the next island in our flight plan. 114.5 is the next VOR. Alright, let's see my heading 1213 coming up to 14. But I will just get close to that hill first and then turn to 141. No problems, Falcon. Alright. Very nice island here indeed. Oh, there's the airport. So yeah. Do I see a ship in the distance? Yeah, looks like there is one. Alright, time to turn, because I don't want to hit that hill. I want to pass just by the side of it and then be on my way. We'll circle around the hill, and you see that, you know, wind effect, ground effect combined is not making it easy to land this aircraft too. So when you flare, it bounces because of the ground effect in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I don't know when they are planning to make it right, but man, this place looks beautiful. Alright, that's the next island in the horizon. That's where we are going. There's Mark. Mark is flying with a Cessna CJ4 or Longitude. I think it's a CJ4, isn't it? Looks like it. 25C. That's CJ4. Alright, trying to align with that island. That is our next one. Man, today is cloudy. When I did this flight yesterday, it was less cloudy and more sunny, so it was nice to see around. But this time it's very cloudy, so let's go back to. Alright, so that should do. We are flying VFR, so you don't exactly follow 141. It's just me trying to get back on, you know, where I need to be. Let me just get a little bit closer and fix the wheel. Oh, looks like I'm turning. Yep, no, didn't want to do that, sorry. Alright, it's alright. So there's another airport, which is Bradshaw International, on this island. So we are getting towards there, and we will fly overhead pretty much perpendicular to the runway and continue heading 145 for the next island, which we should see after this one behind the clouds. Did you guys realize the change in the clouds after Sim Update 8? Like they look more realistic and their layering is much more accurate, I would say.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know, I think the clouds changed with Sim Update 8. That's what I'm thinking personally.
I have tweaked a bit.
I mean, I was using Rex weather, and this is like very close to what Rex was displaying. So Captain Megazenon decided to fly very high. So, by the way, let me ask you guys, why this aircraft is called D-17 when it was a Beechcraft B-17? Does anybody know? Or am I just completely wrong and it is just... Is it Bravo 17 or
No, they
Delta?
They made a Bravo and the Delta 17, didn't they?
I was thinking like...
I saw something on a video over on YouTube and they say that there was made two versions of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I was... Because when you search for this is... Actually, this one is called Beechcraft Model 17. Not B-17, but... You know, but in the its aircraft code is D-17. So maybe there was the B-17 was taken by a Boeing aircraft, or you know, maybe the B-17 fighter bomber from that era, and maybe that's why this is called D-17. I was just curious about that. That's it. So this one, you guys can, we can do anything we want right now. We are flying VFR. We can follow the coast and swing around the island. That's the long way. Or we can just pass overhead, cut into the island from middle, and then go to the next one. Up to you guys. I am just here to see around. That's what I'm trying to do, and enjoy the views.
Just along for the ride.
Yeah, I'm just here for fun.
Look at that.
Yeah, I'm here for the ride,
Funny fields.
Moto, as you said perfectly. Yep. And boy, does she look beautiful. Into the soup. Here I go.
In the Sim Update 8, is the live weather getting better now? Or?
I think so. I don't know. I mean, I think it is getting better. They did something, looks like. Without reading the change log or, you know, checking it for myself, I think it looks better. Maggie says the D-17 is the surviving variant official name. Oh, okay. I see now. I was a little bit confused, but thanks for clarifying. Hugh! Hey! Hugh is here. He has been working around the house and just dropping in to say hi. Thank you very much, yeah. We are just enjoying the Caribbean under this cloudy weather and flying around to get to our destination and just doing some sightseeing in the new Beechcraft Model 17 Stagger Wing. Thanks for dropping, and I hope it's not too much work that you need to do around the house, Hugh. I have that kind of list of my own. You know, honey, can you do this for me, please? I have a huge list of those, so...
Maybe
Oh,
she
he
can
says
make
he's
the
done.
next stream.
Oh, yeah, right? Alright, let's keep the nose up. You are descending without realizing. I decided to go around the island and just, you know, check around and see a little bit. But you guys feel free to do whatever you want, and we will just keep going to the next island. The bad thing about this aircraft, or not bad, but you know, the unfortunate maybe, is there is no documentation. So I was looking for like what's the cruise power setting in this thing, what RPM, what manifold pressure, and there was nothing that I can find. I need to do some online research to find those things.
Let's make it interesting here, actually.
The weather became a little bit interesting around me.
Maybe the clouds. Yeah, they have one.
So Maggie says, I'm planning my first around the world tour on Infinite Flight. Oh, that's a mobile flight sim. Oh, I see now. By the way, they are making this Microsoft Flight Simulator to play. You know, they are making it cloud-based so that you can play on your mobile device. So that's where this flight sim stuff is going. So Microsoft Flight Simulator will be working on cloud, and you can play it on your tablet even if you don't have the hardware to run this on a tablet. It will be running on the cloud and streaming the graphics to your tablet or phone, which I will probably not do. To be honest, that's not me. I'd like to have my controls and, you know, feel that I am in charge. Doing this on a tablet screen is not ideal for me. But there might be some people who might like it, so good stuff. Alright, light outside the clouds for a little bit into the sun. And that should take us to the airport. So there should be an airport after this hill, if I'm not mistaken. And we will just find the airport, fly almost perpendicular to the runway. And can't resist, I'm gonna look outside. We are flying low, above the fields, farm fields. That looks great. And that in front of me doesn't look so great, so let's make a turn, because I don't want to hit that hill. But that is the airport right there. If anybody wants to touch down, that is the airport for you. I will just fly overhead and keep going. Why my engine instantly get louder? That's the question. Doing something wrong? I'm not touching anything, but the engine is just getting super loud. So 145 is the heading, which will take us to the next island. Right there. And no, I don't want to climb. I want to fly low, fly low. By the way, do you see my profile picture? Oh no, Maggie, I have to check it out. I don't know if I can through YouTube right now, but I will look it up. I can't. It's very small, and I don't know if going to YouTube will make it bigger. Oh man, it's too cloudy today, guys. It is super cloudy, Falcon, I agree. It wasn't like this yesterday. I mean, it's kind of fun, but it also makes it a little bit challenging to see, especially for VFR. Oh, I'm pretty sure there is someone coming next to me, and that's I'm hearing a second engine. Oh, look at that. We have a lot of people today. Alright, so we will fly and follow this stretch of islands you see barely in the distance, and that's where we are going. I probably need to climb up a little bit. I'm too low, at least above 1,000 feet, just to be on the safe side. But we are following this. Did it started to rain? I don't know. Alright, that's better. And we will just fly like this along these islands or pieces of land until we get to our next one. It's windy, and I'm telling you, 17 knots crosswind coming from the left, according to the weather report I see on the other screen I have. And let's just fly towards that bay, into that piece of land right there, and you see the lights, that's the airport. So we are going to cross over that airport and make a left turn to heading 111. Okay, I think everybody saw the airport, but let me just jump outside and show you guys. That's where we are going. You see the lights? Yeah, if you want to do a touchdown, feel free. I might as well do it this time because I have a lot of distance to the airport and I can configure the aircraft for a nice and slow descent. But it's super cloudy today. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't think live weather is going to be like this, but it eventually is.
The clouds aren't that pixelated anymore.
Yeah, they look better. And I think they sharpen. It's me in a purple top, white skirt and a floral light purple sash while I have glasses on, and I posed while I was at a dancing place. Okay. Yeah, I can't see that. It's a small picture for me right now, Maggie. Alright, cutting the throttle down to 1500 or 15 inches manifold pressure. That should naturally descend the aircraft, putting the flaps down 1 notch. And when the speed is enough to do that, I will drop the landing gear to create more drag. Oh, by the way, I was there to pick up a friend, not to dance. I understand. One more level, go back to 20 inches manifold pressure. This aircraft likes to descend very slowly. And I think it's raining, guys. I see some raindrops on my windscreen. Oops. Where is the airport? On my left? Right? It should be there.
Right. Nice runway. Nice big runway.
Is it big? Okay, that will give me enough distance to land and float and see if I can do better this time. Oh! Someone crashed, I guess. Or maybe, I don't know. I see Mark turning upside down and I'm close to be doing that too, myself. Just watching my vertical speed and the airspeed indicator. Alright, we can come down. And turn around. Put my landing lights, I forgot to do that. Oh, pick up. Don't descend too fast. I don't care where I'm going to touch down at this point. I'm just aiming for a touchdown, whether it's grass or the runway itself.
Pretty windy out here.
Okay, that was a bounce, not a touchdown. And again bouncing, so I'm going. Oh, what happened? Okay. That was weird. I didn't meant for that, but it happened. Okay, let me fix my flaps to take off, and I will just turn around, take off, and we'll be on our way again.
Have you seen a
right wing
checklist
stalled.
yet?
Have I
Is there
seen
a
what?
checklist or something for this plane?
I haven't found any yet.
I only found a bad one on the YouTube.
Oh,
Because
okay. I mean, there's a checklist in the sim, but it's not too detailed. It doesn't give you too much stuff. All right, let's turn around because I don't think I have enough runway over on this side to take off. I will just turn around.
Yeah, we are doing 60 miles. It just goes slowly.
I mean, yeah, you need to get used to it. All right, taking off. She's quite bouncy, I'm telling you. Especially with crosswind takeoffs, which we already have right now. She's bouncy. There was Captain Mega Zenon passing side by side. We were playing chicken with Captain Mega Zenon, that's what it is.
Yeah. I was too slow.
Alright, let's cut the throttle back. Let her level off. And I'll turn around and we'll fly to the next island, because that next island is literally on our tail, on our 6. So I mean, I like to use track AR at times, but I'm super scared that it is going to make you guys motion sick, because I don't realize sometimes how fast I'm turning my head to look around and forget to be slow, because I have to remind myself, like, dude, you are streaming, just take it slow. And there you go, rain. I told you. Is this the rain season in the Caribbean? Does anybody know?
I can tell it's winter in Norway at least.
It's winter? I mean, Mother Nature over here hasn't decided whether it's winter or spring in Indiana. So she is still trying to make her mind. Yesterday was 23 degrees Celsius. Today it's 14, tomorrow it's 5, and then the next day it's 1 degrees or -1.
What did you say? 23 degrees?
Yesterday it was 23, yes.
Whoa.
Yeah, I took the bike out yesterday. I ride the motorcycle yesterday for a short you know, trip, just to get on the bike, because she was sitting in the garage for too long. So I'm trying to turn to heading 111. That's what I'm trying to do here. So that's 90, 100, 105. And that's 111. That should take us to the next island in our plan. And I'm trying to level off here and trim the aircraft for level flight. I think I am. Yep. What's happening? Oh, by the way, remember to switch your tanks in this thing. It drains the fuel and then the engine will stop. Why my RPM is dropping? Oh, fuel warning, see? I was talking to myself about that same thing. Oops. Can I get some fuel, please? Why you are not turning? Alright, I'm gonna crash, guys, if this keeps happening. Alright, there we go. The engine is back.
Which heading are we going?
I'm gonna correct myself. It's 111, but I had some problems with my engine. So the engine was almost gone because of the fuel. I drained one of the tanks, I'll show you. See that the center tank is gone. So I have the fuel on my left and right wing tanks, but I had to switch to those tanks manually. So now I need to trim my aircraft for level flight and get back on what I was doing. We are going to turn right, heading 111. So now everything is sorted out. I can keep going.
like the wings, it behaves different.
You think this aircraft behaves different? Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Oh, the winds, okay.
yeah, I don't know if it's the aircraft or the same, but it didn't give me that much impact.
Okay. Alright, you'll probably descend a little bit.
Yeah, this is not VFR.
Yeah, this cloudy, it's probably better off with IFR. But we don't have a lot of nav aids around. I mean, with this aircraft there are some NDBs, but this one doesn't have an NDB radio, so, or ADF. So our options are limited here.
Over the islands.
Yeah, we are flying. I think I see the next island in the distance, just a little bit. So we are heading towards there. Let's see how much fuel I got left in the other tanks. We still have 64 gallons of fuel. And I'm just trying to see around these clouds to see where the next island is, but it should be in front of us. At least we should see it if we fly this heading after a little bit. It's 51 degrees right now where I live, says Maggie. Is that Celsius, Maggie? And the Francis says it's not the rainy season, but we have been having some unusual weather. I think that's not just you guys, Francis. The entire world is having some unusual weather nowadays, so I'm not sure what's going on.
It's
But
too little CO2.
yeah, Falcon says, I think I'm gonna change the weather. Well, go for it, Falcon. I'll probably fly around in this weather. I don't know, I think it makes it a little bit challenging. Maybe I don't get to see around as much, but yeah, it's 51 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, now that makes sense, Maggie. I think it's 60 degrees today here.
Yeah, we also had 2 degrees.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can... Oh, by the way, here is the thing. I forgot to tell you guys. You can switch the frequency and pick up the next VOR. This should be helping with the navigation. So that's the needle. Our course is going to be 111. So let me adjust that. Alright, that's good enough. So it's... Yeah, we should be back on track, or back on course here in a little bit. That is the next island, which is, I believe, St. John's is the town. That's Antigua, next island is. And then we'll make a right turn to heading 188 for our final island to land. Let me check how long it's been since we started flying. An hour 15 minutes, so I was right. So we have like half an hour or so left, because this island is at a little bit of a distance, so it will take some time for us to get there. But finally we are flying level, everything looks fine. I still have fuel in my tanks and I was able to switch, so that's okay. I thought I'm going to lose the engine for a split second, but yep, we're good. Inbound, yes, Falcon, 114.5 inbound on course 111. That is the next VOR. And we will fly outbound on course 188 when we reach that VOR station. So I think I need to go a little bit more right to intercept the course. The needle is just a little bit off, not too bad. And that should take us right overhead the airport in St. John's, or Antigua. The town is called St. John's.
114 4.5 you said?
Yes, 114.5.
It's easy when you tell everything.
And the course is 111. This will take a little bit because we have, I think there was like 46-50 miles between these two islands, so it's gonna take some time to get there, but we will eventually be there. So the needle, it looks like it's coming to the center, moving slowly. Yep. So I'll start turning to the left slowly to intercept the course. When it's centered, then we'll be on our way. Just a little bit more. And I'm trying to take a look at the chat at the same time to make sure I'm not missing anything there. Oh, do I have coffee left? Alright, almost on course. What is that? Hold on, let me just tune out of that frequency. Thank you. That's good. Alright, looks like we're on course. So we'll follow and fly the needle going forward. Yep, you are too far to the left, Falcon. You need to correct a little bit. You're true. Oh, you're right. So I have to do that too for myself, as after tuning the course, inbound course, I saw that I drifted to the left. But now we are back on course. Landing lights, I forgot to retract them after that touchdown. There's Captain Megazenon, there's Anthony. Hold on, let me just do this. I'd like to see this a little bit better. Who is there? And I think my wings are not level, I need to keep an eye. Archie, Mark, Megazenon, and there are a lot of more people around there too. I don't know if they are flying with us or they are flying somewhere. Anthony is there with a D350. Is that Beechcraft 350 King Air? I think so. And we don't want to climb, we want level flight. Let's check the needle. Yep, it's centered, so we are still on course, which is good. And see the wind, it's just drifting us. We have a headwind this time, guys. 21 knots according to the weather report I had. I'm just slightly descending, which I don't want to do. And the RPM is too much. Let's cut it to 2200-ish. It should set. Yep. Okay. Back to flying. She's very easy to trim, but you have to sometimes trim again as you pick up speed or lose speed due to changing weather conditions. Okay, yeah, I think DA62 is much faster than what we are flying Falcon, so that's probably why. But aside from that, we're good. Falcon is way there, Aura is there, and we are level flying towards that. Oh, we are still drifting to the left a little bit, so we need to go to right and intercept the course again. So yeah, when you are flying with VOR, you have to keep an eye on the needle and your heading and the winds to make sure you're not drifting. Bless you!
Oh my goodness. Clearing up, it looks like.
Just a little bit more. I want to center that needle.
Oh, well, I'm finally flying formation, then you go again.
Are you?
Yeah. Also on your left side.
On my left side.
Yeah, I was on your left side.
Oh, there you are. Oh yeah.
Oh, Mark is flying in the air.
Yeah, there you are.
We're going a little bit faster.
mean, this aircraft I think is like great to hand fly. It doesn't require too much work. Yeah, you're using the autopilot. We don't have an autopilot Falcon. We are just using the eyes and hands coordination to fly, and the trim wheel I use a lot to trim the aircraft, but we should be back on course shortly. I'm just watching this needle to get back to the center. Just a little bit more. It's moving very slowly, but it's getting to the center. Just a little bit more and we will be back on track.
Formation flying isn't that easy. With this.
For formation, I think we should jump onto DCS, Captain Megazenon. The weather is making this too jumpy. I'm thinking about, you know, downloading the DCS and giving it a try. I have tried it once. I can't say I liked it. It was not too bad, but it was not too good either, so I don't know. I have mixed feelings about DCS.
Yeah, I tried it too and I just went back.
I mean, the default aircraft that they give you, the Su-17 I believe, is not super great. And if you want something like an F-16, F-18, they are darn too expensive. And I don't know if I should spend that much money for something that I haven't decided whether I will like or not. Oh, you're okay. No worries, Falcon. Nobody's criticizing you to use the autopilot. So yeah, in fact, the autopilot systems are designed to be used, so no worries there. I'm just trying to get closer to the sea a little bit by slightly descending 10-15 feet per minute. Oh, there's Captain Megazenon right there, diving into the sea to catch some fish, I guess. Oh, you're hungry? Me too. I mean, yesterday was so nice that I was able to, you know, fire up the grill for some outside cooking. So it was good.
Stuck in the rain here today.
Yeah. I'm gonna check one thing here, if I can, on my other screen while I'm keeping an eye on the aircraft. Back to you guys. There's my chat window. Where am I from? Ivan, I'm from Turkey originally, but I'm living in the US. What happened? Oh, I drifted again, or am drifting again, so let me get back on course, because it's supposed to be 111 and I'm all the way to 1090. I started to see the shore and the reef right in front of me. That blue water should be the reef. Okay. Hey, why is everybody too silent in the Discord? What's happening? You guys are busy?
Sounds noise behind me.
Huh?
It's very slow when walking. It's a lot of concentration.
I just have a bunch of noise going on behind me, so I've had it
Muted? Oh, okay. Where's Captain Megazenon? Oh, you're flying very low, Captain. 500 feet? Yeah. Great, though. Yes, I like to do that too. So I'm trying to descend very slowly and trying to get close to the water. I'm close to you. I'm at 650 feet right now. I'm I'm getting now. I'm planning to get down to 400 and level there and see if I can just maintain that for at least until we reach that island in front of us. Okay, hold on. Victor says everybody hello from Vilnius, Lithuania. Oh, hi Victor.
Hello.
Welcome to the stream. Greetings to Lithuania. Lithuania. Yep, I think that's how I pronounce it in Turkish, and it's just very close to pronounce Lithuania in English as well.
I think we pronounce it Lithuania.
Lithuania? Nah, it's pronounced Lithuania. Lithuania in Turkish, so it's close, not super close, but it's close. Are we landing on that airport? Falcon, up to you, buddy. I'm not gonna claim that I have landed at all today. I bounced a couple times. If you want me to bounce on that airport too, I can do that for you. Yeah, let's bounce at that airport.
And let's see who can do the most bounces.
Are we just counting how many times someone is going to bounce and decide the winner?
Yeah.
That'll be me, Captain Megazenin. I can bounce like 4 or 5 times before the tail hits the ground and settles down. I mean, I'm still learning, and I haven't made a successful landing this aircraft, at least without bouncing.
No, I haven't flown it that much. 3 times or something.
Atigua on our native language. Okay, says Victor. Captain Magazine, sorry, you were saying something.
Oh, I can't remember anymore.
Oh, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
I've flown it for 3 times. 3 times.
Yeah, I never made a successful landing in this aircraft. Never, 0.
Me either.
I always bounced, so I'm trying to learn and practice. So what I think I need to do is find the airport with a long runway and then try to land, take off again, turn around, land, take off, and practice that multiple times to master it and get used to this aircraft, because it feels different and the ground effect is not helping with this aircraft when you are trying to land.
It's very nice to fly though.
Yeah, it's very nice. I mean, this is I think the most easiest one to hand fly, I would say, and easiest one to trim. Because I always had problems with trimming the aircraft I fly in the sim, but this one is a little bit different.
All aircrafts.
Yeah, this can be trimmed easily. The arrows, the Piper arrows, are also easy to trim, I would say.
Yeah, we just used to hold the choose button.
Oh, hold Alt.
No, the alt button.
Oh, the altitude hold. That's secret button you're talking about.
Sorry, my English is bad.
Oh no, your English is great. Not a problem. We can communicate and understand each other, right? So that's the bottom line.
Good enough for me. I'm a native.
Yeah, it's good enough for me too. So I'm not a native speaker. So if Modo says that, I think you should just agree.
You guys are doing fine.
Not doing great, but fine.
Oh, what's happening to me today? I hope I'm not catching cold.
It's easy much lately, but it's dust.
It's. I mean, I'm allergic to the pollens, and that time of the year is coming for me, guys. So that's probably what's happening when the flowers start to bloom, when the trees start to bud. That's just firing up my allergies. I need to start using my nasal spray to fight it. That's what I feel. Very nice to meet you, Victor, by the way. And as I said before, greetings to Lithuania, like Modo said, or Lithuania, like in Turkish. Where am I? Okay, so the airport should be dead in front of us. Oh, someone is like, what? Someone was trying to do the Top Gun move. Oh, that's Falcon. Falcon, fly upside down and let's do the Top Gun move. Remember that one, guys? Where They were like upside down coming to each other. He's gonna try it. Seriously. Where are you? He's gonna do it in a DA62 though, not in an F14. But where are you, Falcon? I'm curious to see how it's going to look like now. I don't see him though. Oh, he's there.
07, runway 07 is 58 degree heavy.
Yeah, that's the runway that you will approach from this side. The other end is 25. So what you do is actually you need to get into that bay and then make a left turn to intercept the runway. So this bay area is just right in front of that runway if you want to land there. I started to see a sailboat right there, if I'm not mistaken. Is that a sailboat? Yep, that's a sailboat. Alright.
Oh, I can see anything.
Did you started to see the lights? That's this town right here is called St. John's in Antigua. I think it's the biggest one on this island. And it looks beautiful. They have a very nice bay here and the beach, and there's a British Airways flight right there. I didn't know British Airways was flying into this airport, to be honest with you guys. But we're getting close, so I'm gonna start slowing the aircraft down and putting some flaps. And we should see the airport momentarily.
Because we have a St. John's in Canada too, and we've flown there.
Yeah, that one we just crossed the pond and landed there in our stream to, from Europe to North America, right? That was the first stop in North America.
The kids have belly pain and everything, so I think I'll just land here and
Alright, I'm gonna keep this flight attitude, descend very slowly, and I will be looking for the airport. It should be right there where we see that British Airways. I should see the lights. Yep, see those lights in the distance? That's the airport right there. So that means drop the gear, slow her down, and settle for 70 miles per hour. Oh, it's windy though. A lot of crosswind or headwind at this. Oh, no, you're not descending that fast. Not right now, buddy. Keep the nose up, please. There you go. Okay, better. Yep. Oh, it's bumpy. I'm gonna settle for 70 miles per hour. One more notch of flaps, and I'm gonna get closer to the airport. So at this point, you should be controlling your descent rate with your throttle, not with the trim wheel. And also the yoke or side stick to help with that, so that it's not too steep.
easier said than done.
Yes, I know. Great. Yes, it is. I'm trying to get down to 70 miles, and sometimes it's super hard. Okay, that is coming, 70 miles. I'm too close to the ground, as you guys see, but this is the nature of this aircraft. Like, you need to be super close to the ground to land successfully. That's what I was reading yesterday about this aircraft. So that's the runway. We'll turn our landing lights on again before I forget them. And coming in. This time I'm gonna try to do a full stop without a bounce. I don't know if I will be successful, so don't quote me on that. I'll try my best. But we are maintaining roughly 75 instead of 70, so I'm gonna cut the throttle to 20 inches manifold pressure. See if it will settle down at 70 miles, and use the trim wheel to trim up a little bit. It's bumpy, I'm telling you guys. Okay, we are close to 70 miles, which is great. And align with the runway, please. and do not descend super fast. So I'm not going to stress about lining up at the center. I'm going to be more worried about touching down and putting the tail down.
No pressure.
Alright, coming down nicely this time. Okay, that's one touch, that's one bounce. You have to like stall the aircraft to land this thing, guys. That's how it's done. There you go. I was a little bit high, but you need to be very close to the ground and then stall the aircraft and it will just drop off the sky on the wheels.
Yeah, it's a very tricky looking aircraft.
I mean, this is the best landing I have done. I'm seriously telling you.
Congratulations.
I have to practice a little bit more with an airport that has a long runway. Oops. No, 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 please not. Alright, go take off. There we go. There's Falcon. Are you parking, Falcon, Mark? Or are you guys coming? We have another island to hop.
Okay, I just landed now.
It's fine. I mean, it's going to be on course 188. Okay, I'm gonna slow it down. Okay. The flaps up. You bounce too? One bounce?
Yeah.
That's great. I mean, that's great. It's tricky. It will require some more practice to get used to.
Yeah.
For me.
I'm going to learn this.
Alright, I'm just turning around.
Yeah.
So this time we are following outbound that same VOR on a course 188 for the next island, and that will be our last one. We will land there. Oh, this is like super windy, by the way. Check the frequency one more time. Make sure it's displaying it right. Now it's displaying it right. Okay.
Kids have belly pain and they're going to bed.
Yeah, now I need to get on course. We are off to the left, or right here, yeah. We need to go right to intercept the course now. Alright, and I don't want to climb too much. I'll probably do around, maybe let's say 1500 to 2000 feet, and the course is coming in as you guys saw there. Alright, heading 198, turn around and intercept. Oops, too much. That's 1.8 and almost 1.85. That sounds about 1.88, so we'll just level and see if we are following it correctly and try to center the needle with slight movement. Is it? I'm reading 22 knots of wind coming from 095. So
I just suddenly got hit there like slam.
I mean, because it's coming from left to the right, so we are perpendicular to the wind when you are flying 180 and the wind is coming from 09. So it's 90-degree angle between us and the wind, so that's a perfect crosswind. At least with the live weather, that's what it looks like here in my sim. Alright, following the clouds. It's not as bad, to be honest, this time, but I'm not sure about what's in front of us. Drifting again. Keep turning. Yeah, the wind is pushing us. It's just throwing me off course. I need to maintain probably some sort of nose left attitude to stay on course. Instead of 188, maybe 195, so a couple more degrees. No, actually, a couple more degrees into the wind, which should be like this, and we should hopefully maintain the course if we can. So trying to fine-tune that, but that's what we are headed. So we will find the island, no problem. This one is again 50 miles away, so it's going to be a little bit, but we will get there eventually. And that will give me time to look around, and this wheel again crooked. I don't know why Microsoft Flight Simulator does this. Oh, there's a ship down below. And there's Falcon. There's Captain Magazine, and this is your lucky day. Like, you never lost in our view. You know, the server lag is fixed or something. I don't know, but it is not there anymore. So we were able to see each other today.
Yeah, maybe Sim Update 8 fixed
Look at you again.
Yeah, I said
Thank you very much, Captain Magazine, for the 200 Norwegian crowns. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot, my generous friend.
Yeah, next week I won't be joining because I'm going to Denmark.
You're going to Denmark next week?
Yeah.
So you won't be joining the flight?
No.
Okay.
I don't think I'll bring my computer.
Okay. Oh, so you will be staying in Denmark?
No, we just drive to Oslo and then we take the ferry. It's
Oh.
2 nights in the ferry and then 1 day in Denmark.
I see, okay. Are you going to Copenhagen?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, beautiful city.
Yeah, it is. It is.
What was the hotel I stayed? It was next to the train station in the center, close to Tivoli.
Yeah, Tivoli.
Yeah, Tivoli.
Yeah, it's nice place. I'm only staying there for 1 day. Need to work again.
Yeah, I was very close to the train station and the central station, so can't remember the name of the hotel, but it was at the corner. It was a nice one, small but nice.
If I see it, I will take a picture.
Maggie says, did you see my... Do you know how my surname is pronounced? Maggie, I don't know how it's pronounced and I don't want to butcher it. Do you want me to take a guess?
Who's Maggie?
I think she just joined recently to the stream, so she's from... She said she's from... let me just scroll up, I have to remember.
Yes, Lithuania. No, that's Lithuania. 51 degrees.
It's
That's
looking...
Celsius or Fahrenheit.
No, I don't think she told. Oh, she's from California. Okay, so she says yes, guess. Hadrius? So 2 guesses, Maggie. I'm pretty sure I butchered it, but I don't know. Let me know.
Maggie should rather take an Xbox subscription, the Game Pass subscription, and buy on your iPad or something. Flight Simulator.
Oh man, this part is I'm just getting tired because I have to battle and fight the wind constantly to stay on course. It just makes me drift. Does this thing has a rudder trim that I can play with? That I didn't look up. Oh, there is some here. That's that thing right there. Yep, there is rudder trim. So I need to counter the wind and adjust to... I think adjust to this. Maybe it will help us stay on course. Hey Drius. Hey Drius. Okay, Maggie, I hope I just did it correctly this time. Alright, how long? We are probably halfway through now. And I'm gonna check if I can see my fuel quantity somewhere. It says 50 gallons, but it doesn't tell me which tank, so that's one of the information that I'm missing in this aircraft. There's no fuel gauge, right? This is the only one, and that just gives you your total. Oops. See, I'm drifting again. So Maggie says correct and perfectly done. Well, thank you. I tried. I'm just gonna reset trim because I don't think it is working. I will just adjust it myself and get used to how rudder trim works in this aircraft, because we are flying the needle. It's still okay. It's at the center almost, so we should be fine. Yeah, very cloudy day indeed today. Oh, see, fuel again. Switch tanks, please. We are draining the tanks very fast, but okay. Let's see where we are at right now. Oh, we emptied the right tanks completely, so we switched to. Why we are not doing the left main? Oh, because this is not at the main setting. Is that true? Oh no. Okay. Let's keep it like this. I don't want to burn the aux tanks first, but I haven't figured out how the fuel tank selector switches work in this thing. There are two switches and they just have a combination type of work, I guess. But we're good now. We should have enough fuel to get there. So Dennis Leoncio says, hi, my name is Dennis. He is from Brazil. I'm just trying to guess from what I see there, and the little bit Spanish I know. So, but I think Brazil speaks Portuguese, right? It's not Spanish in Brazil. It's close to Spanish, but it's not Spanish. It's Portuguese. So, yeah. Thanks, Dennis. That's the most I can tell or see what you're saying, but I think you're saying my name is Dennis and I'm from Brazil, and that's all I can tell.
He said he's 10 years old.
Oh, he's 10 years old. Okay, so you know Portuguese?
I know a little French, a little Spanish.
Ah, so they are all close to each other, right? Yeah, they are close to each other, so it should be easy to guess. I got you. Thanks for the translation. Yeah, I know, Maggie. Brazil speaks Portuguese, not Spanish. What was that? Sorry.
It's an uneducated guess.
Ah.
Also, look at the picture. He's just a boy.
I'm not seeing that picture super big, so it's very tiny on my screen. And alright, so we are coming up to that airport, and you can tune for 112.9er for a VOR, or you can tune for 110.3 for ILS. So that's up to you. I'm gonna tune in for the ILS 113, what was it? Uh, 110.3. And let's see if we are picking it up. Not yet. We will eventually. So let's switch back to the old one so that we don't lose it. And the final approach course to runway 06 is going to be, hold on, I will tell you here in a second. 168 to runway 16, oh 12, okay. And the final course is not one, it should be different, it can't be 16. Yeah, 116, okay, not 16. So the final approach course is 116, the ILS frequency is 110.3, which I will tune. This aircraft cannot do ILS, but we will use it as a reference for landing or bouncing, because we are not landing literally at all, it's just bouncing. Alright. Just a little bit more and we're there. It's flying the needle. And this was a very cloudy Caribbean day for me today. The weather was like interesting. Alright, we are good. We are on course. .23 knots of crosswind on my screen, that's what I'm seeing. And there's Captain Megazenin and Mark. And can't read the other side very well. And where is Falcon? Did he left? Maybe he is back there in that group. I'm not sure. Because he promised me the Top Gun move. He was going to fly upside down. But I'm not sure where he is at right now. Oh, there he is. I saw him now. He's descending slightly. And I think I'm gonna maintain 1500 for now. Until I get a little bit closer and start to pick up the signal from the ILS.
How does the ILS work in this? You can't
This
see
no, I mean you can't see it. You will just use the needle to center with the runway. That's the most it is going to help you. This without autopilot, this is not gonna do an ILS approach. It's just for situational awareness, I guess. Just to use the needle to center the runway, nothing more than that, to be honest.
That big red handle must be a fuel shut-off. Got an emergency shut-off or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I still haven't figured out these tank selector switches, because you start with the main and you start draining from the center tank and then you have to switch to the wings, but I don't know how these two work with together. There is some sort of a combination that you need to know what to select, because here is the deal. So this is selecting the left fuel tank, and this is selecting the left auxiliary. So if I move this right auxiliary and left, and then right is empty, we know. Right auxiliary is empty, I believe. So if we take a look at the weights and balances, oh, right main is not empty. We have fuel in the right tank, so maybe we should switch this to right tank and then shut off the fuel and just drop off the sky. Very good, sim pilot. So this is the island, and the airport should be somewhere over there on our 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock. We will approach from the seaside and turn to heading 116 after we start picking up the ILS signal. So let's see if we are close. We should be close to pick up that signal. Yep, we are picking the ILS, so we will use that one going forward. And what we'll do is we will just wait that needle to start coming to the center and then make a turn to intercept. So we'll fly towards the coast right there. And this is going to be our final bouncing for today's stream, guys. So next week, we haven't talked about it. So next week we can do more island hopping, or we can jump into a jet and just go to the coast of South America and just be done with the Caribbean part if you guys want. So that's up to you. Or we can just keep going.
Should do another, I think we should make some headway and do a jet flight.
And then do some VFR in maybe South America, in Brazil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To kind of see
Okay.
the mainland.
So this airport, this runway should be long enough for a jet to take off, because it's, let's see here, I'm just trying to see the details. And keep an eye on the aircraft and the needle at the same time. Longest runway is 10,000 feet, so it's plenty for an airliner even. So we can just take off with something from here. So Auro says he's traveling for work and he won't be around for the next couple weeks. Well, we'll catch up with you when you are back, Auro. Safe travels.
Where are you traveling, Arrow? If you mentioned it.
I don't think he mentioned, but I'm not sure where he is traveling for work. Alright, it's just us waiting for this needle to get to the center when we are in alignment with the runway. So he's traveling to Boston, Seattle and Calgary. Oh nice. It's
Boston, Seattle.
and then Florida.
You're doing a tour.
Can we join to you when you are traveling to Florida? We will appreciate some warm weather, I would say.
Yeah.
Auro. Oh man. And we are just seeing the coral reef, I guess, around the island. That looks great. That blue or turquoise water. Turquoise. Yep. Yeah, he says, me too, I am sick of winter. Who is not? I mean, I'm sick of winter and I'm sick of COVID too. So...
COVID ended here, apparently.
What?
So,
how did that happen?
Well, I guess they're more focused on the war in...
Oh, the war in Ukraine. Yeah, nobody
sudden,
speaks COVID anymore. But hey, what happened is...
all the restrictions are gone. So.
Yeah, hey, same here. They lifted the mask mandate. It's everywhere in the schools. At work, we used to wear a mask in the common areas. Right now, it's optional. So it's good, but I don't know if it's going to help to eradicate COVID, on stop it from spreading. But I'm fed up with it. So I'm not putting a mask on my face no more.
I think we need to just let nature run its course.
I guess so. You're right.
We've been prolonging this for so long. So.
You're right.
Back again.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Looks like you're back.
Now I think the kids are sleeping.
Okay. So this is the last island, Captain, and next week we are hopping on a jet and making it to Trinidad or somewhere in South America. So that's what we decided. So next week we will continue with our regular quiz and pick the aircraft and destination for the South American flights that we are going to do. Come on, Needle. Did I have the correct course? No, you don't have the correct course. The course is 116, you Mister. Okay, that's the course. Now we should see that needle moving, hopefully, because the airport is towards our left, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, the needle is moving very fast, so let's make that turn and center with the runway. Oh no. Lift the nose, keep the nose up.
Yeah, the nose wants to go down a bit there.
Yeah. You need to be watching 2-3 instruments when banking in this aircraft, and if you are using, VFR to navigate, you have to follow the needle too. So all good though, but jumpy. The wind is throwing me side to side. I'm getting hit by the wind, so it should be right in front of us. The airport is right there. I see the runway, I think, if that's what it is. That looks like a runway. Yep, we are aligned. So what we will do is now slow down so that we descend slowly and go slowly, go and introduce flaps and keep descending slowly to the runway. Not too fast, please. Even during these 3 months, I don't wear a mask at work, and this new legislation gives me more governmental approval of not wearing a mask. Yeah, Maggie, I wore a mask for a while. It was required at work, so I don't want to make any political comments, but everybody has their own, so I respect all the views, and I have my own. So
at my work it was yeah, we had to put the mask on too, but
you have to?
Yeah, but I didn't care. I haven't used the mask at all.
Yeah, I mean, and I understand why our workplace was a little bit more sensitive, because we are manufacturing medical devices, so it makes sense,
Okay. I'm in the same boat as Megazen.
Oh, you are?
They kind of said, yeah, it's mandatory, but we don't
Okay.
see the public over there, so
Oh, okay.
we just kind of, and there's only like 4 of us.
I see now.
We're all in the same bubble anyways.
Yep.
As far as how many people you can be around to...
They don't really work. You see, the whole world has had COVID now.
Yep.
So we're just stupid that we have to use masks. And the vaccine too, that doesn't seem like a vaccine.
Yeah, I mean,
everyone is getting it anyway, it's just stupid.
They said it doesn't protect against catching it, or just
the vaccine was to help you pass it a little bit lightly than what you would experience, but I don't know. I'm just fed.
I'm not vaccinated, and I didn't even have fever or something.
Okay. So that
Yeah.
depends on your immune system, right, Captain Megazenon? Like, if you have a strong immune system, whether you are vaccinated or not, I don't think there is too much difference between two. And I mean, my experience, I was vaccinated, but I got it, right? And I got it after 6 months. After 6 months, I received my second shot, and like, it was terrible. First 3 days, that back pain and sweating was very unpleasant. I mean, I didn't have any serious health issues, but
They say it helps you. It's 95%. Yeah. Sorry, my English is bad.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I trust that and
95%.
believe in that one. So
I
full
think it's
mixture.
maybe 1% or 2% or something, because everyone got a little bit sick or something.
Yeah.
Most people, yeah, who cares?
All right. Let's drop our landing gear now, and let's maintain our
Now I want to
pitch.
see 0 bounces.
0 bounces. I
Zero
can't
bounces,
promise
and I
for
will
that,
take
but
my
we'll try.
computer with me to Denmark.
We will try. Yeah, Maggie says she is unvaccinated too due to personal concerns. I understand that, and you know,
had
I
to
did
get
pick
them
to
for
get
my job, or
vaccinated.
else they, if I didn't get it, my job
Yeah,
was
I
gonna
was
make
I
me
was in the
test
same
every
boat.
week.
I was in the same boat. The job was like saying you either get vaccinated or, you know, you work from home, and based on your performance, you might just you see that. So I'm not gonna make it super public and broadcast it, but you see where I'm going with that comment. One more flaps. Keep the nose up and just descend slowly using the trim wheel and trying to align with the runway.
Things
And
seem to
final.
approach very slow, or it looks slow.
You need
but
to
then when
approach
you
like
get to the
super
ground-
slow, and you need to get super low before it's too late, and aim for 70 knots of 70 miles per hour is the speed that you are supposed to aim.
You're at 90.
I am at 90 because I am a little bit high, so I'm trying to lose some altitude and then pitch and try to do a level flight just above the
The
runway.
trees.
Oh, yep, those trees, I know. It's the scariest part because you need to get very close to the ground in this thing to successfully land. Oops, see? No, I'm gonna use a little bit more runway this time and just keep my eye on the vertical speed indicator and see if it is going to be a little bit better this time. I might float, but I'm coming down a little bit slower and getting close to the stall speed to put the wheels down. Up, bounced once.
Wow.
There we go.
Bounced once.
Yeah, once that's not bad.
Okay.
I just over pitched, that's what it is. I just panicked and
Yeah.
pitched too much, caused me to bounce, but wasn't too bad, I guess. It's getting
I've seen a
better.
video of one landing in real life, and they just bounced it hard when they landed.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think bouncing is considered normal in tail draggers. Not normal,
Yeah.
but can happen more frequently than it can happen with a, normal aircraft.
Seems like a pretty big heavy tail dragger too.
Yeah, this thing is heavy on the pitch. It feels heavy. But we made it. That's what matters. We are safe. We didn't die. We didn't crash. So we'll circle to a parking spot.
Maybe next week the 747 will be released or something.
What?
Next week. Isn't
I don't know. I mean, there are a lot of aircraft that are close to be released right now, but I don't know which one is going to be the first one. The MD-80, the Mad Dog, is close. They are in advanced beta, not beta anymore. So they did the beta and they are in advanced beta. After this stage, it's just release, okay? They don't have a release date. PMDG is in beta. They are working towards getting that 737 polished for release. And then,
They're working with the Norwegian pilot here too.
and I think they said Concorde is coming mid-March. And then the last one is BAE 146 Professional from Just Flight is also around the corner and in beta testing. So we'll see at least 4 airliners in the next 2-3 months, I would say. Maybe even less than 3, but probably in a month or so we should see some releases.
I will get the Concorde for sure.
I'm thinking about, I don't know, thinking about buying it or not buying it. They say it's not going to be a high fidelity one, but it's going to have enough system simulation to please the user. And besides, Concorde is a hard to fly aircraft and you are just by yourself. It's, I believe, usually flown by 3 people in the cockpit, 1 engineer and 2, a pilot and a co-pilot. Thank you, Falcon. Yeah, thanks for staying. I know it's late over there in Germany, so it was a nice flight. Concorde 4 years before its in real life retirement. I was born on it. Yeah, Concorde is a different aircraft. So we'll find a parking spot somewhere here, like a random spot, and park our aircraft. Maybe next to the helicopter right here. And I don't know what an EasyJet is doing here. So Microsoft Flight Simulator started to mess the real traffic liveries again.
You were born on a 747?
Yeah, of course.
She was born on the same
Well,
Concorde?
she was born in the Concorde, so I am born in the 747.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Alright, we'll just make entry to this GA area, which looks like a GA area, using this small section, and then park somewhere there next to that helicopter.
Oh, the plane is so nice.
This plane is nice. It is nice. Okay, let's just make this turn.
For the price, nothing can beat that plane.
Yeah, I mean, for 14, I think this is just a steal.
Yeah. Why did they do it that cheap?
Spectacular run into the trees. Flipped it on landing. Too hard on the brakes. Such is the life of a failed tail dragger. Yeah, Auro, I feel you. She's not easy to land. We all know that. So let's stop our engine. Shut it down. Get rid of all the lights and the battery switches. We also had the fuel light or fuel warning on again. Let's roll down the window. Open the door and get out of here. That was a nice flight, guys, over the islands. I liked it. But I think next week we should go back to airliners and just do a flight. We landed at, let me see, Grande Terre. The airport is Tango Foxtrot Romeo Le Risette, Francis. Air France owned, and the plane landed safely in Charles de Gaulle International, and I was taken with my mom to a nearby hospital. That is an interesting story, Maggie. Was fun. Thanks for the stream. Thank you, Aro. Thanks for staying. And thanks for joining the stream. And to all of you as well who are watching still. This was a nice flight for me. And I enjoyed each and every minute of it. So no complaints. But next week we should go back to airliner flying a little bit, I guess. It's enough GA flights so far. And we should just gain some speed and cover some distance next week. That's what I'm thinking. So
yeah, it'd be cool to reach the mainland of South America.
Yeah, right? And then we can just go to Amazon rainforests or Brazil. It's up to us. Bye, Maggie. Thanks for staying. Francis says Guadalupe. Yep, Guadalupe, correct. That's the airport. That's the island. Guadalupe. You're correct. Yep, Guadalupe. There is 2 sides, Grande Terre and Basse Terre. So it's French, I believe. Francis, correct me if I'm wrong. But we are there. Next week we are taking off from Guadalupe. Tango Foxtrot Romeo, and I don't know, we will land somewhere at the coast. I'll find an interesting place to rent. Simon Bolivar International, how does that sound?
Sounds great.
There's also Trinidad.
Sierra Victor Mike India is our destination next week. It's just at the coast of South America, and then we can fly inland from there wherever we please. So we'll pick up one of the airliners. CRJ, I have a promise to Captain Megazen to fly the CRJ during this, so we'll just take the CRJ because it wasn't enough runway to take off and it wasn't enough flight length. So next week CRJ to...
Next week I'm gone. Next week I'm not there. Aye.
Okay, next week Simon Bolivar, and we are taking the CRJ 700. That's the plan.
Good choice. Good choice of aircraft.
Yeah. And I'd like to get into CRJ again. So it's been a while since.
It's strange that no one has come up with an improvement mod for the CRJ.
I mean, they shouldn't be doing it for payware. I mean, it's embarrassing for the developer, right? You are selling a product and people are fixing it because it's not working as it should. It's embarrassment.
Yeah.
And, you know, they should never let that. If I was, you know, Aerosoft, you know, people, Twin Otter, CRJ's release was not as bad, but Twin Otter was a, you know, faulty release in my personal opinion.
And all the default planes in the sim.
Yeah, I'm gonna test the King Air and I'm gonna test those new prop physics. Maybe I should post a video about it. Like what does it mean and what it feels like in the sim. So I'll try to do that sometime this week, maybe today, maybe tomorrow. But today I have a plan for another thing. You guys will like this one. I'll try to record. It's going to be a very short 10-15 minute video to talk about an add-on. Yep. So let me just not ruin the surprise. But to all of you who has joined this stream today, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And yeah, Aro, when you are done with traveling for work, we will be happy to see you again. Modo, take care and happy week next week, guys. See you next stream on next Sunday.
Same to you.
Take care.
Bye, everyone.
Have a nice flight next week.
Yep.
Bye-bye,
Thank you very
folks.
much, Captain.